to TD Sports Talk. I'm Daniel.
I'm Tanner.
And today we're going to get into the Summer League players and how they came across to us overall.
Yeah, so we made a little list of who surprised us, who was right around our expectations, and who was below those. So go ahead, Daniel.
All right, first off, we have the people that came across to us as very good compared to what we thought they would turn out to be.
Surprised us.
First up, I have Brandon Clark,
He won MVP.
the MVP of the Summer League tournament. It's hard to say for Memphis. Congratulations, Memphis. But Brandon Clark,
been winning for a while.
Brandon Clark winning anything with the valuable in front of him.
Oh, he's a good player.
Yeah.
With valuable in front of him. He's never going to be an MVP.
No.
Yeah, so the Grizzlies won. Clark MVP. That's also surprised me. Just not that he played it well, that didn't surprise me. I was expecting him to play well. But that he won MVP, and he deserved it. I think he deserved it. So tops off to him, and that will surprise me. So, Brandon Clark. All right, for me, Rui Hachimura. Really surprised me. He played pretty well. Nothing crazy.
I mean, it's Summer League.
It's Summer League. I think he put up like 19 in like 30 minutes of play. But, it's Summer League. This is basically G League competition. Let's just face it. And, it's still a good opportunity to let the rookies and, just younger guys or guys trying to prove themselves show what they got. And I watched quite a few of the games, mainly Miami games, but I tuned in on other ones too. And I actually got to watch, like you said, it's Summer League, but still surprised me a little bit. So then you got next one.
Next up, Taco Fall.
Fun to watch.
Yeah.
Man's fun to watch.
Definitely. Him standing beside, who's at 5'11"?
Carson Edwards.
Carson Edwards. It's funny to watch.
So funny.
Very funny. But he's doing pretty good. I think he could.
Let's show the stats real quick.
I'm pretty sure he could come out to be something.
If he doesn't make the Celtics roster, I don't know what they're doing. They literally don't have a center. They have Robert Williams, who's undersized.
Dana Fleiss.
Yeah. See, Taco Fall. In 13 minutes of play, you know how we doing here. We round up. But 13 minutes of play, 7 points, and 4 rebounds with just almost a block and a half. This is 1.4. Like we said, nothing crazy, but played solid. That's solid play.
He could be fine-tuned in the league.
77% from the field. He showed a little jump hook, water. The standing dunks and stuff. He's a crowd pleaser. I think he can come in from Boston and play this year off the bench. I just don't see them do anything. Sorry, Cole, if you're tuning in on this one. But, don't get me wrong. Kemba, great player. Pretty good job replacing Kyrie. I think Kemba's better than Kyrie, not overall, but on the Celtics.
Yeah.
Kyrie that was cancer. That was bad. It just spread through the whole team, and everybody just hated their lives from what we can see. But let's just face it, Boston's not winning a championship next year unless, I guess, the Lakers just traded AD and LeBron to him or something. But,
probably not going to happen.
So, yeah, that's not going to happen. So, I think he should get some minutes on there, start developing him early. And see what can happen.
He's already 22.
He's already 22,
yeah.
But he can move, too. He can move. So, yeah, I like him. All right. Next, Wenyen Gabriel. I don't know if you guys, some of you guys know who this is. I'm sure you do. If you are a Kentucky fan, Wenyen Gabriel played pretty good for the Kings. He put up like 19 and 8, I believe. I'm not going to look it up, but still, I think it was 19 and 8. Very good. He sniped, shot the lights out. I tuned into some Kings games, and I was surprised. Very impressed. So that is one of my picks, Wenyen Gabriel.
Next up, I have Tyler Hero for Tanner's team. He showed out. I wouldn't say he went amazingly.
I'm pretty sure he put up 21. Let me look. Go ahead.
I watched for it to be Summer League, he did very well. I hope he can translate it to the NBA.
He put up 20 on 42% from the field. That can increase some. But shoot a lot of threes, that's not bad at all. 2 steals a game. I was impressed with his defense. 4 assists, 5 rebounds. I've watched every Miami game. And, if he plays like that, I'm happy with that pick. Honestly. Him and Deontay Maton, Duncan Robinson, Kendrick Nunn, that was, I think we lost one game, I think? I'm pretty sure we only lost 1, maybe 2. Harrow, if he wasn't shooting threes, driving the lane, get to the rim, finishing well. Or what I liked, he was really creative with his lobs. He'd do nice lobs. He drove in the lane one time, he cradled it, did like a little step back, and I'm thinking, fade away floater. No, he just threw that thing up on like a hook, and Mayton comes through, boom, one arm's just spiked it. And I'm like, I can see that with Bam this year. I can. So I like the way the kid plays. I mean, it's not that I didn't like him. It's just I didn't like where we took him. You know, not that he's not a lottery pick. We had him go in the next pick. But you guys know how I feel about Bol Bol, so it's whatever. Anyway, yeah, so I'm happy with him. And my next pick will be Daquan Jeffries for Orlando. We snuck out a dub against Orlando. Oh crap, did we? I can't remember that game. I mean, I remember it, but I'm pretty sure we won against Orlando. And then we lost the next game. Anyway, I watched it all. I'm sorry. Daquan Jeffries and Emil Jefferson, that's another one. I'm going to say him too, since they played together. That pick and roll was insane. If Jeffries wasn't getting a three or a nice mid-range pull-up, you had Jefferson on the roll, and it lit us up. They really did. So, yeah, they both surprised me. Those are 2 picks for me. You go ahead and get 2 while I'm looking up that game because that's bothering me.
One that went above and beyond for me is Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He showed out this year in the league, but I think he showed out pretty well this year in the draft. Summer league. Summer league.
Really nice suit at the draft.
No, but what did he average? He averaged
19, 17, something like that. I'm going to look. Pelican.
I could see him being a very good piece for the...
Oh, 24, I forgot. He was one. It was him and Frank Jackson, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he was the 24 guy.
He
played very well. So did Frank Jackson. That's another one we're going to bring up soon. I'm pretty sure we snuck it out at the very end. It was really close. Yeah, we did. 96-92. I'm a genius. But yeah.
Next up, I have Frank Jackson.
Yeah, they played together. That was just a great duo to watch.
I really like Nickeil.
You like Nickeil and Frank? Well,
in the summer league.
Yeah, I'm about to say, neither of them are really going to see a lot of time. Nickeil might. I just don't like.
He deserves it.
He deserves it, but the team, he just doesn't fit. Like, we gave them like a C on that pick on our draft grades. I mean, Josh Hart, probably going to play Ingram at the 2. Let's just face it. JJ Redick. Where's he going?
Each one more.
Each one more if they brought him back. I can't remember if they did or not. Darius Miller, I know they signed him. He can play the 2 if need be. Because your lineups, the Drew Holiday, how did we forget about him? Yeah, so you're not going to play Ingram at the 2. I'm sorry. You can, though, like the Lakers did last year. Come on. Why?
There's no room.
Why?
No room.
Why?
Maybe they're just trying to get together trade pieces.
And bring in some veterans at the end of the year if they're actually going to have a chance.
Maybe.
I'm afraid it's going to be a Buddy Hield situation. If you guys remember Buddy Hield, drafted by the Pelicans, they shipped him off to Sacramento in the Boogie trade, and I think they should have stuck with Buddy, obviously. I mean, he put up like 22, 24 last year or something like that, points per game. Yeah. Lit it up. And I think that's
doing great for himself.
They got Boogie for a year and a half. Really? Like a half year, I can't remember. So, yeah, he's doing great. I'm afraid it's going to be one of those situations they're going to be kicking themselves. Because I think Alexander Walker is going to be a better player than Josh Hart. You ever thought about being?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And they drafted that weird Brazilian guy, too, as a guard. Remember him? I don't even remember his name. Let me find it. Marcos Silva was Duda or something. I don't know. But, yeah. So you picked Alexander Walker. I'm going to go with another Miami guy, Kendrick Nunn. Played really well for us. Point guard. He's explosive. Yeah, he's a good scorer. Put up 21. Facilitates well, too. Athletic. Never going to be a NBA starting point guard. Mm-hmm. But really reminds me of a Reggie Jackson. So maybe if he can get to that development point, he'll be a solid backup for somebody. That would be really good for him. I hope he does. He seems like a pretty good player. So.
I could see it. Like you said, I could never see him in the starting lineup.
No.
But I could see him being a reliable 7th, 8th man.
Maybe not on a contender.
No. Next up, I have Tony Bradley, the big man from the Jazz. Mm-hmm. Yep. He did pretty well this year. He was the leading rebound leader.
Yeah. The leading rebound leader. Nice. Actually, I'm pretty sure I'm the dumb one on that. I think that might be correct when he was saying. I don't know.
Anyway, he had 11.3 rebounds a
11
game.
boards. He put up quite a few points, too. What was it? Like, he was double digits, I know that. 19. Well, 20. Round up 20.
Wow.
20 and 11 with a block, a steal, and 3 assists. I watched them play, and it was so funny. The commentator was like, I want to see Tony Bradley down there on the block banging in the post. And then all of a sudden, they kick it out to Tony. He just cranks a three and drains it. And he goes, I want to see Tony Bradley shoot more than threes. I thought that was funny, but yeah, he surprised me too. Jared Vanderbilt for me, another UK guy. Played very well. He put up 11 rebounds. That was solid. It's summer league. I'm not going to have these stats memorized like I would regular season, so if you're disappointed, sorry. But let's see, what did he put up? 12 and 11. 2 steals, a block, and 2 assists. 56% from the field. Pretty good. He was a second-round pick. Could be a good piece for the Nuggets this year. It really could be. So, off the bench. They lost Trey Lyles and Spurs. So, that would be good. Go ahead.
I have Carson Edwards up next. He was a big shout-out to me, I think.
I love Carson. I actually have him as expected for me because I expected him to do what he did. I love him. Very dynamic. He's like a miniature D Rose in my opinion. Honestly,
he really
he'll
is.
never be as good as D Rose was, but he might be as good as D Rose is now. And that's no offense. It's a good player. Yeah, got to rest D Rose's knees. But yeah, so he played very well. Lonnie Walker put up 30 a game. That's my pick. That is insane for me. I just can't believe that. I just can't. Not that he's a bad player, but just I don't know. I really thought he was more one-dimensional in Washington last year as a slasher, and he really showed that he's not this year in the summer league. Maybe that can transfer. Then again, Josh Hart thought he was good too. So go ahead. You have any more surprise?
Yeah, 2 more. Next up, I've got Ignas Brazdeikis.
Next guy, Michigan.
Yeah. I had never heard this man's name in my life.
He showed out though. He put up like 15 a game.
Yeah.
Had like a 37.9. Pretty good. Pretty good. My last one, Amir Hinton, also on the Knicks. I don't know if it's official. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure he did sign a deal with somebody as a two-way or a G League contract. I think it was, but played very well. He's the guy that was from the D2 University.
Yeah.
Did not get drafted. The kick and hoop though, he can score really well. And I'm surprised he went at D1 school, a small D1, but maybe it worked out better for him. So I'm thinking he might be an Alonzo Trier kind of guy for them again. You get an undrafted guard, and he turns out really good. So hopefully, I'm going to move on down to expected, and I'm going to say Jared Allen and Mitchell Robinson. I'm just going to get those two out of the way. They're NBA players. They started on teams last year. Jared Allen started on a playoff team. Don't really understand why he's down there. Mitchell, yeah, maybe.
I could see Mitchell didn't.
He led the league in blocks, but still, it's just blocks. But yeah, they did what I expected. They got out there, blocked shot, rebounded the ball, and dunked it. That's about it. Go ahead.
I got Zion. Obviously, he went out and played one game. He didn't do.
You done?
Go ahead.
You done? Oh yeah. Yeah, Zion's expected for me too, but here's why. I just want to say I called it. I texted some of my buddies as soon as it happened. He got hurt. I knew it. I'm not saying he's going to be injury prone. Do I think he will be? Maybe. But I'm just saying, or he got hurt from knocking knees with somebody. Yeah. He's the number 1 pick. I'd be precautious with him too, especially with the potential that kid has. But still, I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. I freaking called it. So yeah, expected for me. Go ahead.
Next up, we got Sekou Doumbouya, the pick I wish we took. Didn't happen for us, unfortunately.
You didn't have a pick in the water.
Yeah, I know. We could have. Or no, not we could have.
You could have had like the tanked harder.
You would have tanked harder.
Ping pong balls would have fell your way.
Oh, God. But Sekou did really well, I think, for, I don't remember who got drafted by.
Sekou?
Yeah.
Detroit.
Oh, yeah, because the whole Blake.
Actually, we don't understand why he went there.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
Well, he did pretty well in the summer league. I don't expect him to do anything.
But like one game, but still, yeah. Up next, I'm going to go ahead and clear off 2 guys here. One guy for the Heat, one former Heat. Duncan Robinson, he did what I expected. Came in and shot the lights out. I really think he can make a solid role player for us in the future. Maybe not this year, but in the future. Maybe I'm biased because I met him. He was really nice. Got his autograph, just saying. But, so yeah, and then Willie Reed, used to play for the Heat. Don't know why we didn't re-sign him. Very good, traditional big man. You put him back in like the 80s, 90s, he's starting for somebody. Now he can't shoot the 3, so, we can't play him, so whatever. But he played pretty good for Utah. He had a shoulder injury last year, and I'm glad to see him be back and healthy. I always did like Willie when he was for us. If you take my guy, I swear I will.
Next up, we have Anthony Simmons.
Okay. I like him too, but it's okay. Take Kyle Guy while you're at it. Kyle Guy!
All right, we got Anthony Simmons and Kyle Guy. Kyle Guy, I expected more out of him, simply because I know he's a dog. And Anthony Simmons didn't really go. Anthony didn't go above and beyond for me at all.
I'm going to say Anthony expected because he did go above and beyond, in my opinion, and I expected that. I watched the Blazers game. He hit 5 threes in a row, and I don't think the ball touched the rim. Like, he was pulling deep, too. Like, the first one was on the line. The second one might have been on the line. After that, it was back. I love that kid. I think he's like 20 years old out of the IMG Academy, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I like him a lot. He needs to get the heck out of Portland because, let's just face it, he's never going to play. Maybe a backup. You know, Evan Turner's gone. Their backup point guard savior. But get him out of there. Get him to a good team. He can develop. I'd like to see him on the Suns. If McQuay doesn't work out. Whew. Anyways. And then I'm going to go ahead and say, my boy, Reed Travis. Love the kid. He got picked up by the Hawks, baby. He showed some range. He shot some good threes. Had some nice post moves. Little sky hook. I paid attention to this stuff. He put up 4 and 4 in like 12 minutes of play. I'm not going to expect much more for him. Do I want to? Yes. Am I going to fool myself that hard? No. But hopefully this kid makes it to the G League. I like him. He's a full-grown man. I like him. He was really nice to me. He can play ball too. He's a beast. He's an animal. So hopefully he makes it to G League. Maybe gets a 2-way contract and works his way on up. Yeah.
2-12 now.
2-12. Now for our below expectations, and we'll wrap it up after this. For me, I'm going to go Jalen McQuay. Love the kid.
Not the point guard the Suns needed.
No, he is the point guard the Suns needed. I love that kid. I think he's going to be a dynamic player in this league. I do. I just have hope in him. I don't know why. I just like him a lot. Kid's got high, he can play. But he disappointed me, and not that he did terrible. But, 19 minutes of play, 9 points, 46% from the field, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal. That's not bad. Normally that would be like expected or surprised for some people. But I have so much confidence in this kid. I thought he was going to come out and drop at least 15 and really let him have it. But, then again, you only get 19 minutes. Then again, that's kind of on you at some point. But still, whatever. I think he'll make a good player for him. Just a little bit disappointed.
I think it's hard not to whenever they don't really have anybody for him to meet the expectations of, except Steve Nash. If you want to be the next Steve Nash.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody expects that. Next up we have Luke May, the big man, stretch 4. Definitely below my expectations.
Yeah, I thought he'd come in a little bit better. He put up like 3 points, 3 rebounds. He fits today's mold, stretch 4, can't do anything else. Shoot the ball, that's it. So I was just disappointed.
Yeah,
I figured he'd put up like at least 5. Come on now. I know he went undrafted, but still, stretch 4s are, I feel like, easier to come by nowadays.
Definitely.
So I was like, he just didn't get drafted because there's so many, and he'll end up having a decent summer league, get a good contract. But no, you screwed that up.
Screwed that one up.
Up next, Justin Wright Foreman for me, out of Austria. He averaged like 30 a game in college. He only put up like 4, 8, something like that on the Jazz. I thought he'd put up more. That's just my opinion. Because the G League and summer league are kind of they're so lax compared to actual NBA style.
Definitely.
So I'm like, he'll just go out here and just make take a street ball or whatever and just hoop. Just ISO, clear it out, Carmelo Anthony style. But he didn't, and that's okay. You got to know your role. You're still trying to prove what you can do, so I'd say he didn't want to go outside of his expectations for himself. But yeah, go ahead.
Next up, I have Louis King. I really expected big things for Louis, and the summer league just wasn't it.
Dan is a big Louis fan. Don't know why, but he is. All right, Gershon Yabusele, the dancing bear, below my expectations. This man, I love this guy. He makes my heart just smile. Just watching a guy that fat move that quickly, it's just great. Decent role player for the Celtics. Whenever they were up by 20 or down by 20 last year, but he put up in 17 minutes of play in 2 games. This man put up 2 points on 14% from the field. You're killing me, Gershon. Come on. I'm pretty sure they released him anyway, so Miami, give him a shot. I just like that kid. Go ahead, you got the next.
Next up, I got DeAndre Hunter.
Woo! Someone agrees!
To be a lottery pick, you're pretty sucking it up, kind of.
He's the 4th pick in the draft. I told everybody, I think this kid's going to be a souped-up P.J. Tucker at best. But, you know, the Hawks don't agree. So, I mean, he played like 1 or 2 games. He put up like 8 points. But still, I'm going to pull it up. That bothers me. He put up, can't even find him. That's how low he is. 21 minutes in 1 game. He put up 6 points on 25% from the field. It's 1 game. Everybody has bad games. But I'm just saying, don't be surprised that this is how this becomes expected for him. That's all I'm saying. Look at my boy Reed Travis down there on the Hawk stat sheet. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, remember Landon Lucas giving Reed some padding there. Anyway, last one of the biddy, Shake Milton for the 76ers. He was out of SMU, Southern Methodist. It's in Texas. They have the tendency to put out one good basketball player every like 3 or 4 years. They're a pretty good program they were at one point. But yeah, for the Philly, he's like a 6'6", 6'5" point guard.
Mm-hmm.
He's quick, you know. Shake fits his name, you know. His name fits. Whatever I'm trying to say here, because he can shake you up. Good player, but he just disappointed me. I don't know his exact stats, but he disappointed me a little bit. So that's going to do it. We're going to get to NBA free agency reactions next video. And we're just going to wait for it to completely go down because I'm praying that I can have a video about Carmelo Anthony. Please sign him. Someone. But yeah. And JR, I'm curious to see where he goes. He got bought out yesterday or this morning. What was it? It was yesterday. Last night. Anyway, Lakers apparently unlikely, according to Woj. And I trust Woj with my life. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, share. We're trying to grow this channel. Sorry we had a little bit of a break there. I went on vacation. He's been busy. You know, we just didn't get to make as many videos as we like. But we're back on it now. Should be good. 2 videos a week. And stay on top of that. So thank you guys. Like, subscribe.
Horse Talk, I'm Daniel.
And I'm Tanner. We're out.